Hi, I'm Jeff Whidden from Dome Financial Group, and today I want to talk about 4 ways to make your retirement savings last longer. Number 1, work longer. I know for desk jockeys like me, it's easy to say that you want to work a little bit longer. However, what we find is that if you're working for an extra year or two, what you're doing is 2 things for your retirement savings. One is you're putting more money in, and you're doing that over a longer period of time. The most important thing is you're not drawing it out. So that's actually going to add quite a bit to the way that your money works and how it works for you in retirement. The second thing that you want to do is saving more now for your retirement. Now that's going to take a little bit of work. What that means is you're going to need to sit down and do, and I know, a budget, and we hate doing budgets, but I like to call it planned expenditure. Look at where your money's going every month and look at ways that you might be able to save some more dollars in for your retirement savings. The more money that you've got in there, the longer that money's going to last you over time. The third thing you may want to do is consider how much you're going to spend in retirement. Sometimes we have a grand plan for our retirements, but if we haven't saved enough for it, we need to reconsider how much you're going to do that. So one of the things that you could consider is looking at spending less in retirement. It's one of the hardest ways of actually trying to meet your retirement goals, but it is one of the very certain ways that you can make your money last longer in retirement. The fourth thing, and probably one of the hardest things to do for most retirees, is to take on more investment risk. In times where things like the global financial crisis hit, we were most concerned about running out of money real soon. What we saw was that funds went down in value, but started to even out over time. And those that stuck true to their investment timeframes and their investment philosophy made money back over time. One of the hardest things that you can do is to stick to the course when things are looking bad. But it's the most important thing for you to do. Because if you switch out of growth assets, and growth assets are shares and property, yep, those things that go up and down in price, if you switch out of those at the worst possible time, you miss the recovery. And that's what happened to a lot of people. They got out at the bottom of the market and they didn't get back in until the market had well and truly recovered. So they lost a lot of money in that short term by doing that. One of the other ways we can take on more investment risk is if you've got a few years left to work, you may need to consider borrowing to invest, or gearing as we call it. The whole basis of borrowing to invest is to leverage up what you've got in the market. Let's take an example. If you've got $40,000 to invest and you make a 10% return, and I'll use 10% because the maths is easier, then you're going to make $4,000 on that $40,000. If you then borrow another $360,000, you've got $400,000 invested, and you make 10%, you've effectively doubled your own investment. You've gone from $40,000 to $80,000 of money. Yeah, I know you've got to pay some interest as well, and we've got to take that off, but you get the gist. The thing is having more money there allows it to earn more over time. But be careful, because if the markets can go up 10%, they can also go down 10%. And the thing is that if you've borrowed all of that money, you've just wiped out your own investment if you have a 10% loss. So it's really important, if borrowing to invest is one of your strategies to actually increase your retirement savings and make your money last longer, get some advice. So let's recap. You can work longer, you can save more now, you can save more in retirement by spending less, or you can take on more investment risk. Anyway, if you've got some thoughts about that, why don't you get in contact and we'll have a chat.